All right, welcome. We've got beer league action coming up for you. We've got Pterodactyl Gnome Tsunami against Barren Wasteland. Best of 3. Here we go. We did it. What did we do? We got 10. Nice. Zesty Queso with the subscription. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently for drafting. I'm going to try something that we haven't done yet. But we will have this going shortly. We've got Team Barren Wasteland. Whoops, I did not mean to cut off the music. My bad. Against Pterodactyl Gnome Tsunami, both teams are sitting at 1-0 on the season. And I don't know, should be a pretty good matchup. BW handled themselves pretty well last week against the Special Support Squad. I know that's not their official name. Special Support Section. And PGT was able to take down Malphite in a pretty exciting series. Let's go BW, Brain Crane in the chat. Getting wasted. Oh boy. Alright, I like that. Hashtag # ampersand, whatever we're gonna call it. It's 2025, I don't know the new lingo that we've got going on. The teams are drafting draft flow, but I want to try something out a little bit different. That might just look a little bit neater. Yeah, we're keeping it very spicy. I don't know, seeing if we can improve the beer league at all. That's all. Alrighty. Let's finish up the last official pick in the draft. Ooh, it's gonna be, looks like a Zesty special. Zesty's favorite right here. But I just wanna see if this is gonna work or not. Alright, we do have some issues with the lobby currently. with Empirical's side, but alright, ready. Alright, let me transition. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna be really sad if it doesn't. But no. It's not working. Oh no. I need my boy Pat Jones. This is what I need. Alright, here we go. Alright, sorry for missing half the draft. I'll get it ready for next time. This would look a little bit neater if I had it ready, but got pretty standard bands coming through with Mel, Aurora, and Ivern. I think 8 PM has been playing a lot of Ivern, so that's not a bad band to use, plus it's just extra healing and shielding and a lot of annoyance. Then Pterodactyl Gnome, Tsunami band out, Urgot, Yorick, and the Caitlyn. Waps is a pretty good Caitlyn player, and you know, just got to ban out everybody. And we got Castro in the top lane, on Renekton, Lord Wrath, Volibear, Serpup. I think this is third game of Malzahar in a row. So we've got that going for us. Waps and the only one on Jinx and Sona. And in the top lane for PGT, we've got Muffin Man on the Garen, 8 PM on Trundle, Pyroan playing Swain mid lane. I guess he learned that from Sim Nomas. Empirical and Catalyst, the brother duo in the bot lane on Kog'Maw, Lulu. So we'll have that. If you see the bar beneath the Beer League logo and above the draft, that's actually the spectator delay. So once that bar disappears, we'll be in the game. I don't know if Richie's here, Bucci. I didn't at him, so he might not see it. Zesty, if I put in half the effort that I put into this, we'd probably be undefeated, so I think we're good. Plus, all of this was Pat Jones' doing, so he gets all the credit. I just forgot how to do it, so that's why it's a little scuffed at the start. But you gotta admit, like, this does look nice. Looks pretty clean. Should probably add a bar at the bottom, though, so it's a little bit easier to see the team names. But the records, that's just for the current series, so that's why it says 0-0. Got about a minute to go. Any predictions in the chat? We've got a lot of BW stands. We've got some Rice Enjoyers. We got the Rocket League star. Poochie, why are you conflicted? It's pretty simple. BW20. Boy. That's very good and wasted. It is a favorite pastime of some people. Pyroan. Poochie, I know Pyroan like ruined your whole week that one time. So I mean, I understand if you don't want to root for him. Plus, you got the Sunstreaker in the chat. Remember that one time whenever you played Sejuani with Aftershock and he played Trundle and you had like negative resistances, and I think you were already having a kind of rough day? Yeah, I bet it was a funny week. You've got to be kidding me. What the heck? Alright. I'm annoyed. We might have to be going back to the old school. What the fuck? Alright, we're going back the old way. For now, I'm just going to use this for the moment. Don't worry about team names. I will get those updated. Although BW is already there. And lots of action going down. I was not paying attention. Sorry, there's a whole lot. Kills going left side, kills going right side. Pat Jones, something's going wrong here. Waps flashing in. I'm not sure why he's doing that, but he does help get a kill onto that Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw's going to take down Serpup. That's feats already. Not sure who got the first three, but somebody did. Why is this game not being pulled? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's transition back to the old one that we had up and running. So PGT was the first one to 3 kills that time. So there I've already got one leg up in the feats department. Both junglers clearing from bot to top, so maybe we're going to see some action onto this Garen Renekton lane. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I mean, top lane, Garen does have flash. Trundle does have flash. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to take some action up there, but the crowd control might not be enough. Pyro's getting some good damage down onto Serpup while he's got that level advantage. And Kog'Maw started with an Empiric Scepter in the bot lane. Like that's pretty nice. There's a pause coming through. I know Empirical has been having some issues. So we'll see what's up with this. Heroin gets another claw onto Serpup, really trying to make him kind of base and recall because he doesn't have teleport since the initial first fight went for a little bit longer than most people probably expected it would. Garen does have Ignite. Not sure if he's going to pop it onto Kasha or not. He's a little bit more damage before the Ignite would be able to kill him. Trundle should be a little bit late to this crab. Oh, okay. You're right, Mr. Zesty. It just popped up. I have to, Alright, now I've got a better angle of it. Ooh! Oniwan going a little bit deep for that ward. Put himself in a little bit of trouble, but Kylus, you're going to be in a bit more trouble if you run into a Volibear. But APM going to be flashing on 2 Waps, taking him down. And Empirical, he's going to hope to get a kill. Picks up his 5th kill of the game. If Kog'Maw has 5 kills before 5 minutes, usually not looking too good for your team. Pyrone's really not letting Surpup play the game at all. Mid lane doesn't have the best CS, but Pyrone's making sure that Malzahar is not going anywhere fast. The Ignite does go down, and the flash to secure the kill in the top lane 1v1. Muffin Man taking down Castro. Empirical might be getting caught out here, but he's got his brother Lulu. Return to lane. Kog'Maw with the blue buff, you also love to see that if you're on PGT. Otherwise, it kinda sucks. I know. Once it gets to a little bit later, it'll look a wee bit better. But I'd agree with that. I mean, I can take off that part pretty easily. Go to the current game. Here's the gold graph. So I mean, very recently, PGT got a massive gold lead. I'm surprised at the first minute of the game whenever 5 kills went down. Garen just missing the alt damage, and he's going to take a turret shot for that, and he's going to go down to the Castro. So Castro is getting some revenge in. One thing that I wanted to look at the very start of the game, before all the fighting went down, junglers are going to be trading neutral objectives. But I just want to take a quick peek at the runes. Pyrone's definitely going for sustained fights with the Conqueror, and pretty standard runes all around. And Pyro's just catching everybody out with his passive. My gosh. Using the ult. No one's really going to be able to stop him. There's not much CC. Lord Wrath might be getting caught here. Going to be forced to flash away as Pyrone pops the Ghost and the Flash just to stay in this heck hole. Trying to take down Oniwan. He is going to be taken down with one final auto attack. Surpup, he's going to get rooted up. He's going to get slowed. Flash coming through. Pyro's, he's going to fall, but he's going to take one with him. 8 PM. Looking to turret dive potentially, but not going to happen. And the major nice thing that I like about the scoreboard is it does have like the goal differential between the lanes, or between the players. So it's a nice little feature. I can always switch it back to the other way if we'd like, but I just want to try this out for a series and kind of get some community feedback. And it looks like we might have some more fighting in the top lane. Castro's going to pop the ult. Going to get some stuns onto the Muffin Man. But the Muffin Man's going to go back home to Drury Lane and live happily ever after. Pyrone does have vision on Lord Wrath. Not sure how many of these raptors he's going to steal away. But he's going to get ulted out by the Sona. Lord Wrath going to try and stun him up there. CC train coming in. Sir Pop going to slain Pyro. Catalyst and Empirical being spotted out on vision, but they know Sona doesn't have an ult barrier going to come through from Waps already. They know Volibear's in the area, but is he going to pop his ult? I don't think so. Calling it off, thinking APM's in the area, but he's not really that close. APM getting spotted out on the vision mid as he's working his way up. Got Dragon in minute 45, Void Grub spawning in minute 5 seconds. I'm assuming PGT is going to want to get the next set of Void Grubs as well. Just because if you got 3, you might as well try and stack them. 8 PM going to go in and find a Sona, but I'm not sure if he knows Volibear's in the area. Pyrone's in the area as well. He's going to pop over, pop the ult as well. Volibear's going to try and jump in to do something, but it's not going to be enough. Castro is joining up. 8 PM, he's in there. He's going to get stuck in the well as well. Pyrone taking 2 with him. Muffin Man a little bit far away. And Pyrone's going to be taken down by Castro himself. Empirical, while on the other side is going to take down the Lonely Jinx. 6-1 and 2 on the Kog'Maw. And Muffin Man, he figures Castro, he used up a lot of his stuff already in that last fight. Ignite going down the flash. Demacian Justice in your face. Goodbye. Welcome, Senor Fusro. Oh, Sir Pup in the top lane, along with Lord Wrath. They're really trying to catch out Muffin Man. Muffin Man doesn't have flash, so he should be able to be picked off here. Not sure if Sona's going to commit the ult. She does, just to make sure Muffin Man can't do anything here. Good rotate by BW to get the grubs on this spawn as well. But Pyrone is in the air with 8 PM. 8 PM does miss his pillar. Can just get some slows down, but he's also going to get run down by this Jinx. Pyrone's going to force the ghost out, but it's not going to be run in to fight. It's going to be to run away. Sir Pup is running but he does have teleport, so if he needs to get back to lane, he can. Not really sure what he's sticking around for right now. There's no wave to be had. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Empirical and Catalyst are just getting plates for days. Lord Wrath getting taken down by Pyro, but Pyro again oversteps. He might take too many turret shots, just lives, but can't say what they're called from Malzahar, so we'll just call them Voidlings and space stuff. Empirical though, 7-1 and 2. Good lord. It's gonna be one large Pyro going with the flash Q, not enough to take down Sir Pup. I know Fusro, I just didn't know if we wanted to say that on stream or not. Like, I know that's what it's called, but we also had some people give us feedback saying we'd like the chat to be a little bit more appropriate, so I'm gonna, you know, hold off on some questionable things, but can't guarantee it's always going to be that way for everybody. Muffin Man might be getting caught out here by Castro, or he's just going to silence him, like Lord Farquaad. Space Chlamydia? Possibly. Muffin Man is backing on a ward. He doesn't know it. Castro's looking a little bit afraid for this fight as well. I do like the Oblivion Orb going down on Malzahar. Waps, you might be getting caught out here. Empirical landing another ultimate on this Jinx. My goodness. Exactly, Sunstreakers. You get it. And Demacia and Justice coming down again. So, Castro, you made it come back. But, it's not going well. So, Fusro, there was a super wild early game start. And I kind of botched half of it because I was trying to get this overlay to work. But there's a 5v5 fight in the bot tri-bush. PGT got 4 total kills, and Empirical started with 3 of them. So that's really helpful. But with the kills and the towers going down, PGT is going to get the upgraded boots. So, and if we look at this gold chart, it's all going the way of PGT. So, BW stands and fans, it's a little rough, but, you know, the game's not over yet. I mean, Fusra, I do it for the people. That's why I'm here. Pyroan gonna pop the ult. Wap's gonna throw the traps down, but it's not gonna be enough as he's gonna take in. Ooh, Pyroan might not be able to get him. Just kidding. He's gonna commit for the bit. Jinx is gonna flash away. Mega Death Rocket. Gonna bring death to Pyroan and his ancestry line. Not looking too good for them. But I mean, we don't know. Jinx is yet to complete an item. Kog'Maw's getting rotated over to the mid lane, hoping to see if we can get some extra objectives taken. I'm rotating up mid. Garen is going for another fight on this Renekton. He feels stronger. He's got Demacia in his back pocket. Meanwhile, the junglers are fighting in the jungle. Because why not? Oh, Catalyst taking the blue buff from Empirical. It's what you like to see from your support. Lulu gonna use the wild growth on APM. Might be a little bit too early, but Trundle doesn't mind having health. And Sona, you're kind of in the middle of things. And I'm not sure if Barren Wasteland knows that Pyro's here, but now they should since he stepped on a trap. Pyron gonna be tanking a few shots. Not sure why he's tanking it. But he's gonna take a lot. And those turrets have ramped up. But they're gonna be able to take down the tier 1 turret in the top lane. Wap's gonna get another kill on the board. Second one on Pyroan. Lord Wrath coming back in for some damage, but Empirical is going legendary. My god, 10-1-3 on this Kog'Maw. 16 minutes. Yeah, I will block them. I have to open this. I have to open up Twitch and Edge. But we'll get there. Oh no, I just missed the kill. On to the Kog'Maw. Alright, so maybe, just maybe, the kill on Pyroan in the bot lane, that really put Waps, got his confidence up and going. And maybe it kind of kickstarted what they wanted to do. I mean, this is Sir Pup's 3rd game on Malzahar in 3 games. And Pyroan might be getting caught out again. You hate to see it. 7.5 points just going right in the gutter. He's going to try and get the only one, but not going to be able to do it just yet. 8 p.m. Going to try and take down Castro, but he might regret that. Lord Wrath trying to take down Pyroan, but Pyroan's still getting health every time that he lands something. And Volibear just doesn't seem to care. Muffin Man, he's got his reinforcements. He's got a 10-kill Kog'Maw in his back pocket. Super Mega Death Rocket is going to miss. Demacia and Justice not going to be enough. Polymorph at the perfect time from Lulu. Empirical taking kill number 11 for himself. You know, I'm pretty sure I did You hear Lord Wrath say that. Oh, did Waps go too far ahead? He's gonna get slowed here. He's gonna get Wild Growth. He's gonna get knocked up. He's gonna get dead. 2-item Kog'Maw is pretty tough to beat. I'm not sure if SSS has picked it every game, but I think it's just been BW. I could be wrong. There's a good chance. I mean, Rift Herald's kind of overrated. On a jungler, like, your support's gonna be roaming around the map much more. For sure. Pyroan finds himself alone again in the mid lane. And I mean, the thing that really stings for Lord Wrath is he hasn't had a jungle for a while. He's only at 95 CS. Not sure why it's saying 86 unless that's just counting jungle creeps and not lane minions, but a little bit confused there. And Castro forced out of his own lane. 4 people from PGT coming down. Pyroan's nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Waps is just trying to get CS, trying to get items, trying to get that Infinity Edge. And PGT, you have 12 kill Kog'Maw. Why not start up the Otacon? Which Otacon is it? It's Ruinous. Oops, I'm just going to go over here since I ruined that. And someone is going to be moving toward the mid lane. Sir Pup might get a solo bolo on Pyroan, but let's face Chlamydia. Not enough. Is that what we called it? Yeah, much better. Super Mega Death Rocket gonna miss as well. Waps is not shooting like Jinx from Arcane Season 1 ending. If you know, if you know. If you don't know, well, that's on you. Pyroan working toward his Malignance right now. Oh, Muffin Man going for his slam. Pyroan might be getting caught out here. He's not aware that all of BW is going for the Muffin Man. Lord Farquaad sent out his soldiers. And unfortunately, Pyroan was the gingerbread man right there. Lost his gum drop buttons. So I want to check out the gold graph right now. Like, even with Jinx getting kills, even with BW bringing it back to just within 6, the gold lead still really hasn't shifted too much. But, you know, you gotta chip it down. You can't just chop a tree down with one hit. You gotta take a few whacks before it falls, and we'll see if Pyroan falls. Oh, I didn't realize BW can't read. Alright, well that changes everything. Because, since they're dyslexic, or maybe they just can't read, we'll use numbers instead for math. So, 41 is bigger than 35 because the Pac-Man wants to eat the 41 because it's a bigger number. So I think that's one way that we can usurp their reading shortcomings. Alright, Waps is sitting at 1 1/4 items. Meanwhile, Empirical on the Kog'Maw is sitting at 3 full items. He is massive in this game. Who are we betting on for Beer League champs? I don't know. We probably should have put a pull out in the very beginning. Wap's going to be forced to flash away. My gosh, the artillery mage that is Empirical is just doing way too much. So many ults coming through. Wild Growth going on to the Kog'Maw. He's going to be able to take down Lord Wrath. He's going to continue on to the only one. He's got Bloodthirster, or sorry, Blade of the Rune King. He's got a Ginsu's. He's got a Runan's Hurricane. He's got a life. He's got a great support in his brother. But he's got to watch out for the flash. Silence. Can't move. Yeah, so Zesty, like, that team is pretty good. But I'm also sure their mid laner kind of messed up a gank because he wasn't trying to use lock screen. Like he went unlock screen and he messed up a whole gank in the bot lane. So I don't know, we might have to fully commit to the, you know, to the bit. We do have Hextech Dragon coming up. This would be Dragon number 3 for PGT. Oh. Got a team fight on the way. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Pyro is going to be first one in as usual. Empirical getting a kill. He is going unstoppable. Lord Wrath is going to be sure to fall. Pyro's still in there, still alive and kicking. That is an ace for PGT. And that's going to be Dragon number 3 as well. As a Swain enjoyer, I can agree with that. And yeah, BW's little comeback that they were having, I don't know if it's going to be enough. That Gold League kind of just ballooned. And they're going to be taking 3-person Baron Catalyst. Not sure why you're taking so much damage as the support. Guess Baron really doesn't like you, but that Baron just got nashed. Alright, let's see if I also have... Turn this on. Got a nice little Baron power play in the top corner. Oh, Empirical getting caught out. Gonna use the Wild Growth on him. Castro is gonna fall already. Pyroan, he's gonna be going in. He doesn't have really anything to slow. He didn't go the Rylai's route, but he does have Malignance, and that's gonna be enough damage. Empirical is just gonna heal up on this lane. And Waps, you're doing some stuff, but it not looking like it's gonna be enough. Muffin Man just charging in, not really sure where he's going. Gonna force out the flash from Malzar though, so that's really nice. Able to get the turret down. Mid inhib is gonna be falling for BW as well. Flash coming in. And Garen's going down Sir Pup. Kill number 4. Meanwhile, APM on the bot lane. Getting some damage down onto that turret. Pyro and splitting in the top side. Castro walked up a little bit too far and he's gonna be dead. My gosh. What in the world was that damage? So the good news for BW enjoyers is number 1, the game is not over. Number 2, even if it is, this is a best of 3 series. So we should be all set. Pyroan gonna pop the ult, gonna take down only one Catalyst tile. Support on support. Pyroan, you don't have a Zonias. You might be dying here. He's gonna flash to get out of the turret range. Waps is gonna go down for the 11th time today. Lord Wrath gonna try and take down Pyroan, but Catalyst is doing everything he can to heal and shield and keep him alive. PGT taking game 1. Alright, don't worry about those logos. I'm going to get those swapped out soon enough. I do have BW logos. That's nice. I can just throw that one up. Should have PGT as well. All right, so that game, I mean, it was kind of over at the very beginning, just with your Kog'Maw having so many kills on him at the start. Really not fair. Does happen from time to time, though. And game 2, where draft will be underway in a little bit. All right, so Brain Crane, Sunstreakers, like, what are we doing here? Crit Vixen, Player of the Week. What a fan. Thanks for joining us in the chat tonight. Glad you can make it. This is pretty exciting game number 1. Empirical is having a few issues with his client, unfortunately. Oh, subscription from Crit Vixen coming in the clutch. Thanks for that. We do appreciate it over here in the Beer League. SKO. Oh no, not SKO. They beat me in the finals a few years ago, and they never returned. I mean, usually teams that do win, their costs and prices do go up. It was a really good series. Unfortunately, a reverse sweep for you guys, but I mean, it was a fun series irregardlessly. Yes, that is a word that I choose to use.
All right, boss, I'm here. I'm clocking in
Oh,
for game 2.
Nice. Thanks for joining me, Zesty. All right. So I'm doing things a little bit differently. So
Yeah.
if I share with Discord,
Yep.
you're not going to get this super duper fancy stuff because that's only showing up in OBS.
Right.
But we'll make it work.
Yeah. I don't need the bells and whistles.
Okay.
But
Sounds good. Let me do this. Share my screen.
I'm here to provide some colorful commentary.
Thank you. I appreciate it. How does BW bring it back in game 2, Fusro? I think they just don't give the enemy ADC 3 kills at the start of the game. I don't know.
If they want to bring it back, they gotta throw it back. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta throw it back. So are we saying like salty run back? Or
I guess it's up to interpretation.
okay.
I know what I'm thinking about, but
Do you want to enlighten chat?
oh, I know that. I know Lord Wrath can toss him, so
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Alright, Lord Wrath is gonna toss him. Fantastic to hear.
Yep. Last time I watched one of his streams, he had a decent freestyle, so
Okay.
a little freestyle rap.
Freestyle
I think he's got to do that to motivate the team. And I think if that's done, they'll come out on top.
Okay. Alright, let's do. Oh, PGT is gonna be the red side again. That makes my life a little bit easier. Although, really, like with this new thing, it's just a click of a button and everybody gets swapped from side to side. But I think I'm going to do the OG draft, and then while we're in the client draft, I'll adjust that.
That was a quick one. I didn't catch much of it. I was a little busy, but
There was just too much going on. I wasn't ready.
doomed from the beginning. I heard. Right,
Yeah, slightly doomed.
80 carry picks up a couple kills. Level 1. GG.
Yeah, pretty much. He started lane with Vampiric Scepter. Um,
That's what he chose to. Interesting.
yeah. I mean, I guess it was just. I don't know. I mean, he's going to be healthy against the stupid poke from Sona.
I guess.
All right. So looking at the bands here, Ivern, Pyroman, Swain, Kylus is Lulu. And it looks like PGT is going to just run back the same bands that they had the first time around with Caitlyn, Yorick, and Urgot.
Got 2 teams at York players. Disgusting.
Yeah. And BW, sticking with Malzahar. He knows Pyroman can't beat it. Washed up former challenger player.
I like that.
Oh, yeah,
I
Mr.
like that pick.
Yeah.
Big Malzahar fan.
Kind Mouse, or there's Mr. Hernandez teaches in the chat. He's also a Yorick player. Oh, is
Damn
that?
quiet.
I don't.
That's something I haven't
Here, I can
been
bump you. I mean, I think like your volume looks pretty good. Mine just might be too high. That should be better. All right.
Sounds good. I haven't been accused of being too quiet too many times.
I think the other night we were all playing. Oh, we have a Mel pick for the first time in Beer League. I want to
First
say.
one?
I think this might be the first.
Interesting.
And followed up by Jinx for Empirical as well. But yeah, I don't know. I think
I
we
wouldn't have thought that Mel would be like the Malzahar counter or anything. Doesn't have any deflectable stuff, or not that that is the only part of the
right.
champions, but typically a pretty big one.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe she's. I don't know. Pyro's probably been cooking for a while. Could also potentially be Mel support. I doubt it, but you never know. Can always be flexed. But I think it just gets quick damage down onto his spell shield. So if you do have a ganking jungler, just easy to pop that off and make him a little bit more susceptible to CC.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how first Mel of the Beer League goes. She is the second worst win rate mid laner in the game right now.
Oh.
So we'll see if the stats matter or not.
All right, we will find out. Lord Wrath going to lock in Sejuani in the jungle, and Castro's going to take Sign in the top lane. And APM going to run back the Trundle, most likely. Could always be a flex pick, but don't think he minded playing it last game too much.
I think is the Trundle top or jungle?
I think it's jungle. It went jungle last game
Jungle.
for
Okay.
PGT as well.
It's good into Sedge and Scion. I like it.
Right. I mean, it's going to be huge. Hopefully. As long as you... I mean, maybe Sejuani will not take Aftershock, you would hope. But you never know.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd hope.
Enchanter support's getting banned out. Sona, don't really want to see that one again, and Seraphine's going to get banned as well. Kylus does play a good bit of that.
It would be pretty hilarious if Scion ults Mel and she deflects him and he starts running the other way.
That would be pretty cool. I'd be all for that. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be happening, but I believe she can
Those
block
are...
the Sejuani ult.
Yeah, should be able to
So,
even deflect it. So
yeah,
right.
right. So that can.
That's a pretty big one to send back.
Yeah, great.
I like BW's bands, the Enchanter bands. I mean, you already got Trundle and Jinx. Trundle with a zillion is kind of poggy woggy.
Yeah, no need to speed him up.
Seraphine's pretty good too.
Yeah, Nautilus going to be the pickup for Catalyst. So nice. Let's go in lane. Nice C champion. Press R, knock him up. Jinx, Trundle, you guys do the rest. And Jin isn't the most mobile. He's got some speed to him, but I don't mind the Nautilus into him at all.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping PGT picked an Enchanter. I think Enchanter with Jinx just goes crazy always. Then you got Trundle as well for
Yeah.
frontline, and
Hmm.
maybe his Enchanter pool ran out. Maybe he's got 3 and they were all smoked. So
Yeah, I think Kylus has like a few that he does prefer. Um, he also does like playing damage supports like a brand, but I think
mhm.
Pyro just wants to be solo AP. I do like the Jin Xerath bot lane though. That's a pretty fun time.
Yeah, the shooting gallery time.
Yeah, just poke out the Jinx as much as you can, and she doesn't have the Enchanter support to heal her up, so
Mhm.
that's something as well. Whoops, wrong one.
Another Bork champion for PGT. I think Sion is gonna not be as tanky as he's hoping to be this game.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm surprised. I'm excited to see how Muffin Man's gonna do. I think he played really well last game into Castro.
Mm.
I'm not sure if Muffin Man got underrated or not.
Is he? I don't know the costs. What is the
He's 1.5, I
top matchup?
believe, and I believe Castro
Mm.
got rated 4. A lot of it was kind of based off his preseason tournament games, as well
Gotcha.
with his previous rankings, just trying to get a metric for him.
It'll be interesting. I mean, not saying Muffin Man's bad or anything, but lower point, uh, Garen is definitely a lot easier to pilot than Irelia
That is
as a
true.
Garen player myself. So should be interesting. I think Irelia into Scion should be pretty good. Irelia's dash puts you behind the target you dash to, so if he
Okay,
queues
just
and she dashes to him, she'll be safe from the queue.
let's transition this. All right, so I know you can't see this, SD, but we've got on the stream, we've got the official drafting, and it's gonna look a little bit cleaner than the
Yeah,
previous
yeah.
time.
I'm looking at it on the stream right
It
now.
like this is what it was supposed to look like last time, but I unfortunately messed that part up.
Looks good.
But the only
Looks real
problem
good.
is if people don't line up in LCS order, it messes up the rest of it.
Mm. So, like the whole rest of the game, or
Yeah, because I can't reorder people,
right?
so it kind of stinks. And then I believe it does pull data from like u.gg for like pick ban rates, win rates, all of that information.
Were they all in order last game?
They were, luckily, but I
That's
casted
good.
coach rivals against Team Malphite last game. Or
Mm.
earlier today
Those
from
people
last night.
gotta
They were not all in order, but it happens.
gotta crack the whip on them.
It happens because like you are allowed to flex pick.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like that's a thing. But it'd be
But
nice,
yeah, in
like
those situations, it's not avoidable.
yeah. I know they were flex. I heard all the strategy from Ched.
Well, I mean, okay, it is avoidable because we do draft wall.
Right. So then
So
after
after
that,
you
but
draft, you can rearrange and
yeah. And I know
allow
that
you.
CR does have their own way of choosing, like when they're gonna flex, quote unquote.
Mm.
So it would be nice, like if we could line up afterward. But
Yeah, I mean, you can do the
again,
draft wall and then swap if you swapped.
yeah. Oh, I know, Mr. Hernandez. I'm well aware. I was speaking with Chad all this morning. We're at a baptism together.
Hedda,
Yeah. Chad, Mrs. Chad, his daughter, Leona.
Leona,
Yeah.
Diana on the way, or
Maybe.
mm.
Maybe. That'd be nice. Although new lore doesn't really work out that well for that.
No. True. We should probably avoid.
Yeah.
What about Alawi?
And Alawi?
$5 to him if he names his next daughter Alawi. If there is a daughter, another one.
I'm always big on just naming your dog Kog'Maw.
Hmm.
Like if you get a dog.
Let's see.
I don't know if $5 is gonna be enough for an Alawi name though.
I don't know. Pretty enticing.
It is pretty enticing. It's more money than he had, previously. He didn't have
Right.
those $5.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So bot lane, I think. Granted, okay, everything I'm gonna say champions alone, not who's playing them, because I
Mm-hmm.
honestly don't even know how good each person is.
Yeah.
But I think bot lane early should be pretty rough for Jinx. I mean, I think lane in general should be rough for Jinx Nautilus as long as Jin and Xerath are playing how they should, and
Mm-hmm.
Nautilus shouldn't really get an angle to even hook one of them, so he should be kind of homeless.
Right. I
So I
mean,
think bot lane goes in advantage of BW for this one.
I think it should, as long as, like you said, like they're spacing themselves correctly and hiding behind some minion waves. But yeah, like the range that they have with their abilities once they're both level 2, it really puts PGT in a rough spot. Mid lane, I don't know. I know people aren't high on Mel,
Mm-hmm.
and she's not what most people would call like a fun champion because like she doesn't have dashes, she doesn't do X, Y, and Z, but like she's a fun champion to play. So I don't know. I always just like to root for the champions that I like to play. Um,
Yeah, honestly, that like recently, I feel like I don't care what the mid matchup is. It doesn't seem like the champions ever interact with each other much if they don't want to.
mhm.
So I don't think the mid matchup really matters.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
also look at how they
it's
fit into the teams.
right. I mean, the only thing would be like how do they push the waves so then they can help out their jungler,
Yeah, yeah,
you know?
yeah. I think PGT has the stronger top triangle
Mhm.
just because they got two people top jungle very good at dealing with BW's top jungle.
Right.
So it'll be like top side versus bot side this game. Can PGT top side beat BW bot side?
Yeah, and I think BW should be able to get a lead. Um, but it's if they can even get like a big enough lead to make sure that Jinx isn't able to scale. Because
Mm.
like once Jinx scales and it's a late game team fight just with PGT themselves, like I know they're gonna be set up to where they should be.
Yeah.
Um, and hopefully not make stupid mistakes, but mistakes do happen.
The Jin pick is weird to me. Must be. I mean, it's just gotta be like comfort or something because Jin is like the worst AD carry you can play against Mel. But
Yeah, she can kind of block everything.
not that the
But
one champion is all he's gonna aim for, and it's gonna, not like she's
right.
gonna be the only factor. But
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're probably just seeing the Jinx and Nautilus and be like, all right, we can bully this lane. We can bully these two.
I see a comp for BW where it's like, I mean, it looks like an AD carries like wet dream. You just got these like two mega beefers in front of you. Play hyper carry and just sit behind them and just go to town.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
would.
remember what was the link. Oh,
Here.
it's not in the chat. But okay, perfect. Okay, the Jinx was picked pretty early. I
Yeah.
mean, R2. I don't know if he plays some other hyper carry or what hyper carries are good.
Uh,
Some sort of Twitch lane, maybe. I don't know.
that's what someone was calling for in the chat. They
Oh,
wanted the
chatter
Twitch.
knows.
All right. I hope this works. Come on, transition.
Oh, I'm now seeing Mr. Willard's messages, and yeah, I was gonna mention earlier that I know he's a Malzahar B1 hater.
Okay.
So
All right. We might be getting another 5-minute invade. I'm sorry that this is always popping up whenever I hit Alt Tab. Um, gonna get a quick look at the runes for both teams for anyone
I'm
interested.
gonna have to root for PGT this game just because I do not like the bot lane that BW drafted.
That's fair. All right, we are going to get an invade from them, but not too much is going to be happening. I can also press this for you. And
Oh,
what else can I show? I can
sick.
show the score display. Help out as well. I'm going to turn this off.
You
Whoops.
have a special thing for the jungle timers?
I
Or
do.
no?
I
Okay.
can throw those on if you need them.
I just saw they were on last game, so I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if you just forgot to.
Um, I think I had them up just to see which Adicon it was going to be. Because
Oh, I see.
otherwise it'll show the
What on
major
stream
objectives.
does where does it show on your
It
the
shows in the
corners? I see.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean you don't have to have them up. You can, I have the stream up on my
Okay,
monitor.
and then I can also. All right, that's good then. Do this and switch that to editor. Ooh, something new that we didn't see last game. Nice little early invade from Lord Wrath.
Yeah, I like that.
And
They knew that they all like 5 stacked into his bot side, so there wouldn't be anyone defending against the invade.
yeah, and Irella is pretty late into the lane, so she's a little bit behind XP wise.
She missed XP.
Yeah,
Rip.
I guess she recalled way too late. Didn't want to use the
Yeah.
teleport either.
That's not good. That's a lane where she probably wants to be pretty aggressive early, I would think.
Yeah.
So being down in XP is not ideal.
Nanya, we don't talk about lane swaps. We
Yeah,
don't
I agree,
encourage.
but I also disagree. Stop that.
Yeah, I don't know how the Jin Zareth lane would go for Aurelia. Like, other than just farming under her
Yeah.
turret. Oh, Jinx gonna get rooted up there. As is Jin, he's gonna get hit with the hook.
That was a nice little W from Mr. Waps.
Perron gets some good damage down his Serp up. And APM found out that his whole top half is gone, so they're gonna be fighting over at the Raptors. And we have Mr. Zareth moving up as well, trying to find him out. Muffin Man.
Yeah, PGT's got mid push, so it kind of allows Trundle to do this, but their bot
Ooh.
lane is not in the same state. So I think Trundle's just gonna have to.
He's gonna have to give
leave.
this, yeah. We have to trade red for Raptors, or just go right for the crabs. All right.
Yeah, that's definitely rough for Trundle. He's gonna be hurting a bit from that one.
Yeah.
You gotta take this crab.
And just rush
I
up
don't
to
even
there.
know.
I mean, he
I
can
guess
take the other
top crab
crab.
as well, but
And, like, if Sejuani does skip her Raptor camp, like, that would be good. Potentially, just to get her other top half camps. I'm not sure if Trundle's going to be looking.
yeah, she should do her. I think Raptors here into her top side.
Yeah.
She's probably almost done with the Raptors. So.
Yeah. But it looks like she's going
I think
towards her
going to Krugs is
Krugs.
a mistake.
Yeah,
But-
I think just this game with how the
Oh.
invade went.
Yeah. I'm gonna mute this Elias Plays guy in chat. Not even spelling my name right while trying to dox me.
Not very nice of him. I agree with that, Sunstreakers.
I heavily disagree with it.
Well, like,
Lane swaps are very not fun to play or watch or anything like that.
so I don't think they should be doing them every single game. It should be like, yeah, it makes sense to do it. But I don't know. It's difficult because, like, I feel like anytime that there's something interesting that people want to try and do and try to exploit, right? It's like that's not how we want it to be played, which I guess is their right.
I mean, I look at it more as a spectating thing. They want the spectating of the game to be fun, and
Yeah.
those aren't.
Just bring back
You don't get to
funnel.
have a top lane 1v1. You just have two bot lanes absolutely annihilating each other's top laners.
I don't know, funnel comps. You know, just give your mid laner all of the gold. Get like a bronze jungle or something.
Those I didn't have as much of a problem with.
Yeah.
I just think for me, it comes down to viewing pleasure and
Yeah. And Muffin Man gonna be taken back to Drury Lane. Sion and Sejuani getting first blood for BW.
well, Scion ulti, knowing Irelia burned. I believe Irelia burned her flash earlier, right?
Yeah, she flashed much earlier on.
That really is no flash, and
Ooh, 8 p.m. Getting a little cocky here. Your top laner just died.
Yeah, top laner's dead. Mal's is
Mal's
6.
is
I
6.
think
Ooh, good little steal coming in from Pyrone. Sejuani's
Iron's gonna
little
die.
flail got blocked, so that's kind of neat.
I think.
Pyrone does have flash, but
Yeah.
not gonna be enough. That's first set of feats going over to B-Dub.
Greedy with the flash from the Mel. Greedy with the flash.
Yeah. I mean, maybe saving it for next game. Never know. This is the
I
damage that
think
we
if I'm
want to
him, I'm
see.
hoping there's no next game.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But that little damage in bot lane, like that's what we were expecting to see from BW this whole time. Just poke, and once Jinx is gone, then you poke the other one. I think Trundle was picked. I think he was first half rotation.
Yeah, it was B23, Trundle, Sejuani. Wait, no, wrong team.
Uh,
Trundle was
B
picked in response to
B2
Sejuani.
B2 was Trundle.
I think
Bot
Trundle got
lane,
upgraded. Right?
yeah. Red side was Mel, Jinx, and then Trundle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was after seeing the Scion and Sejuani.
Yeah.
And Malzar. So. But here's the thing, Nunya, is Pyrone really likes Trundle into Sejuani, even if he's not playing it. That's alright. So Pyrone,
We had some heavy Pyrone influence, you're saying?
yeah, I think so. It's gonna be a dragon takeaway for BW. They almost had the grubs, but Pyrone snuck one in as playing Mel, and you know her super duper awesome. I'm gonna execute whatever is in this area.
True. That Sejuani floating mid lane.
Yeah, she does have ultimate available. So you just have to burn the Mel reflect button and go from there. He's gonna try and come back. 8 p.m. on the Trundle is in the area. Malzahar is gonna get Meld right there, but he's gonna make sure that she goes with him. Lord Wrath in the bot lane. Good CC chain. Good lord. Why do junglers take the kills? Especially tank junglers. Like 3-0 for Sejuani.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's rough. I understand, like, you know.
Especially this game, Sejuani's not who you want your gold on because there is an Irelia and Trundle on the other team.
Yeah.
You need your Jin to be the one with the
Oh,
kills
Super
this
Mega
game
Death Rocket?
because it's
Just gonna miss.
most of their damage.
Yeah. I mean, Heartsteel is complete before 10 minutes, which is nice, but
That was a fast one.
now we just gotta start proccing it.
Is Scion going Iceborne?
I think so.
That seems weird.
I don't know.
I mean, I get it not building like a bunch of HP on purpose because you're against Irelia and HP is not going to help you too much.
Yeah. Just like last game, BW, they're going to get their bot lane up to the top half just in time for a second round of grubs. So, might be seeing some, I don't know, some strategy coming out from them that they...
Mr. 21. 21?
Is he 1-1 or Oni-1? I never know.
I think he told me it's Oni-1, but I said
okay.
wrong.
Yeah, you can't go back now.
Calling you Oni-1.
Oh, hook going on to Lord Wrath. Not going to be enough. Xerath all going to get reflected by Mel. Catalyst just lives. Pyroan just lives.
That sucks. Both of them living with 1 HP. Scion have R?
Scion does have his ultimate available. But Sir Pup going to use his thing. Going to get another one, Scion.
Oh.
Just missed. Gets the flash. Should knock him up. There we go. ADC getting the kill there. It's okay that you didn't get it, Scion.
Got 2 in that fight. That's good.
He did get 2. Let's look at the... Can I pull up the gold graph? Let's see how it's looking. Ooh. Going the way of BW this one. So if BW stands and fans in the chat is going your way, Sir Pup. Gonna get Pyroan here. Pyroan doesn't have his ultimate. Really close to that execute level though. Let's see. BW did get all those scrubs right there, so they're sitting at 5. Sitting pretty. They need one more.
They need one more for feet.
One more jungle objective for feet. And dragon spawning in just over a minute, so they're gonna rotate their bot lane back down, but Waps is gonna get the Wrath of Pyro. They are gonna get Malzahar TP coming in though. Just to keep him a little bit safer. I think Waps.
Malzahar could have got. If Malzahar could have got R there, it would have been crazy. But...
yeah. If he didn't get hit by the Jinx W on the TP as well, that would have been really nice. Muffin Man landing these E's like it's nothing.
A Muffin Man? Nah, that ain't nothing, man. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
Ooh,
oh, my goodness.
That sentence.
I wasn't even looking. Ooh, good hook coming in from Catalyst. Pyroan not able to dance enough away from those arcane shots from the Xerath. Empirical going into melee range.
Procs for Sejuani here. Choo choo. Oh,
she's got 2. Empirical going down. Lord Wrath, you only have a Xerath. Oh, CC just misses on. Not sure.
I'm disappointed. Sejuani had 2 heart steals waiting there and didn't auto a single one of them.
Oh, that's okay. Aurelia alt coming through, trying to take down Castro.
Aurelia Bork spike.
Flash.
Oh.
Knockup coming in, not going to be enough. Sion does have teleport available. We'll get back into lane. Sedge is pretty huge. Jhin using the ult, but Catalyst getting out of there with just one little hook. Xerath's going to claim the kill for only one. This dragon is still standing. No one's able to claim this next neutral objective. And just like that, BW is going to start right up. Pyroan's not in the area. Gnarlus is not in the area.
Should be pretty free for BW.
Yeah. Looks like PGT is not going to care about the feats. BW can take them.
Not worth giving another 600, 900 gold over to the enemy team.
Muffin Man, look at those Qs. He's so good at pressing Q. Oh, Sion all coming through. Doesn't care about anything that Aurelia's doing. Sejuani's in the area as well. Hopefully she holds on that ult as long as she can. And Muffin Man
need to use it.
There's no more. Jinx going to be taken down as well, potentially. Waps doesn't want to use a flash auto to secure it.
Nah, my Xerath's got it? Question mark?
Ooh.
Oh.
Scorch coming in the clutch. Oh.
The Zezax.
Zaps. Oh.
Finishing her off for him.
Never even built that item. Looks like... Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. 116 damage. That's all I needed.
How OP is support, dude? Sejuani's 4-0 and Xerath has 2.5 items.
That's true. Oh, Trundle's coming in. He's got a pillar to use. Unfortunately, knocks Sir Pup the wrong direction, but it doesn't matter. Pyroan's going to execute on that. Sejuani's so close. Use the ult. Great flash prediction by Pyroan. Turret going down in the bot lane. I don't know, 4K gold difference for the side of BW. They're much better shaped this game than they were last. Like, I think by this time, last game Empirical had 2 items. This time he's only at 1. Bot lane gonna get rotated up again.
Yeah, I don't know what the AD carry build path is looking like, but I'm assuming it's like Yuntal, and if it's like LDR, maybe? I think.
Yeah, I think into this comp wouldn't be
But I think
bad, but
once Jinx gets that LDR, then she can start putting in some work.
yeah. I also wouldn't be surprised if you just go IE for generic purposes. Rift Herald going down as well for BW. They're just getting everything this game. Pyrone, I don't know if you're going to be able to execute anybody. But WAP's going to execute you. 3-1-4.
Going over to Jin.
Yeah.
Excuse me, it's 3-1-4.
My bad. Pi Day Jin.
True.
I hope they're not greeting for this turret. Like, there's really no need for it. You've got
just holding his hand while he got the wave in.
yeah. I mean, that's nice. That's nice to see your jungle helping out your mid lane. They should take more turret. I mean, so Hernandez, they should to end the game. Hopefully PGT doesn't forfeit. I think we've only had that happen like once recently in the past few seasons. This is really awkward.
Yeah, we're done with this one. Time to get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, it happened to my team a few seasons ago, and we're like, what? Like,
yeah.
Or it might have even been, I don't know. Someone was keeping stats. I think it might have been whenever SKO was keeping stats, and it was like, guys, we don't forfeit. Like, we want to, you know, get our stats up higher.
We want to farm our stats off you guys.
Yeah.
Please.
Good flash coming in from Waps. Ooh, Gnarless Pillar doing exactly what Gnarless Hook doing exactly what it does.
Thank you.
Super Mega Death Rock gonna miss. Lord Wrath gonna whiff his ultimate, but don't worry because Jin is landing the rest, as is Xerath. 405 for Xerath. 415 for Jin. Is that better?
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, this one's looking, dare I say, a little doomed for PGT.
Did Pyrone just try to block that knockup? That was quite interesting.
He just...
Like
I mean, there's nothing you're going to block from Scion, so at least negating the damage from a full charge Q is worth it, I would say. Because you're still immune to damage.
Yeah. Ooh, I really all gonna miss, and Sir Pup can be doing what he does all day, just suck on people. I think I think he's a vampire.
You know.
I could be wrong. There's a good chance, and only one's just gonna poke out the Trundle. But he's not in a good spot right now. Castro gonna be charging up that Q. Nothing to do.
Be big. Jinx is tickling Scion. Never mind.
Yeah, but Scion is getting caught out, so Scion will fall here. Teleport coming in from Irelia. Super Mega Death Rocket. Not gonna be enough, but oh my goodness.
No.
You
Jinx
cowards.
that one.
Yeah. Sitting at 1-5. Oh, Castro? Might be getting stuck here, but Jin is still in the area. Kyla's gonna get the takedown. No, it's gonna go over to Jinx. Lord Wrath. We gotta go to school on these ults here. I think he's missed his past 3. And now Pyrone's
overall, good.
Yeah.
Good for PGT.
Pyrone might be in a bit of predicament. Not gonna get his ult off. 4th shot, reloading, coming in for Waps, and there we go with the jungle taking another kill. 5-0-7 for Lord Wrath. He doesn't care.
Questionable pathing decision from Mr. Pyro in there.
He's probably thinking that he's sitting more at 2 items than his 1.5.
Bro thinks he's fed.
All right, Hernandez has got a great point, saying if Sejuani whiffs her ult, Mel can't, you know, like bounce it back.
True.
So it is nice. We've got Sir Pup and his hooligans killing the Scuttle Crab.
If Sejuani misses ult, Mel cannot throw it back, and you do not want Mel to throw it back.
Although, didn't we want BW to throw it back?
Yeah, I mean that's why he's just tossing the ults into Narnia so that he's the only one that can be throwing it back.
Okay. Alright, BW might be trying to make another play on this Nautilus, but he's a tanky boy with Locket and some Merc Treads, but Sejuani might have some other plans. It does have ultimate up and available as well. Not going to use it, going to save it for a little bit later, maybe for this Jinx right here. If she can get past the Trundle, but Trundle's going to do a great job of blocking. Malzahar going to use the ult. Fourth shot, good root up. My gosh, this bot lane. It's really great.
I mean, I know I said I didn't like BW's bot lane, but when they're 8 kills on Jhin, I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah, it helps a little bit. Oh, sorry, Lintrico. So, you know, it'd be really funny if I actually had the teams on the wrong side. I think that would make a lot of people laugh. PCs check. I can check the Discords to see, you know, make sure that everyone's in there and that we don't have Guma UC playing for WAPs this game. Wait, Otacon went down as well. Jeez, oh man. They got the GA with the Voracious Otacon. So, good pushing potential.
How much fighting
here.
does there have to be to get the other one?
I thought that this would be enough, but it's also by
this
like
25-6.
Yeah, I think at like 14 minutes, it's like, hey, we know which one we're gonna be pulling here. So I think earlier on,
early?
yeah. So if it's not really, you know, going all that far.
What was the Atacon in the last game?
It was Ruinous, so it was the flower one.
That checks out because there was like 6 kills at minute 1, right?
Yeah. Oh, my bad. We got some more fighting coming in here. Aurelia's gonna use the ult, but it's not gonna do much. Here we're going. All right, double kill on the Sejuani. Triple kill on. What the heck is going on with this Sejuani?
That could have been so good if Jinx didn't get clipped by that Scion Q. There was a very decent like Jinx pop-off moment there, and if she gets 4 kills there, like PGT might have a way back into it.
Yeah. But right now, likely. 11k gold lead for BW.
Yeah, it'd take a monumental throw at this point for BW to lose this one.
Right. They're 30 seconds away from getting a Chem Soul.
Yep.
Are they going to go for turret number 2? I don't know if
maybe a second.
This one might be a little bit tricky, but they do still have the Otacon buff, so I don't mind the greed for this turret. Pyrone's just going to live. He still might actually die with the burn from Surpup. My gosh. Waps is godlike. 9-1-12. Only Lord Wrath 10-0-11. This game might just end here. Oh, we've got his 8
p.m. I think they can end in Trundle Nautilus's face with their health bars, but does Scion have TP?
Scion does have teleport available.
Definitely possible then if he TP's in.
Yeah. All right. Looks like maybe not
top wave. Okay.
Interesting.
Supers. A super wave up there.
Yeah.
I think it's doable.
Jhin almost able to take down 8 p.m. on the Trundle. But you know who's going to be able to take him down? The only one.
Castro with the Bousy special.
Yeah, my gosh. All right, so that was a great comeback battle from game 1. Great bounce back. The game's not over yet. Otacon is off. Pyrone is up and alive. He's got 1. Sejuani threw an ult, but it's
yelling, "Hit the Nexus!
Yeah.
Hit the Nexus!"
All right, BW takes game number 2.
Yeah, pretty strong showing there.
Yeah.
Bot lane, like I said, I mean, not even just bot lane, but it was bot lane plus jungle this game. And that is what I called PGT top triangle versus BW bot lane, and bot lane it comes out ahead. Plus Sedge.
Yeah. And we move on to game number 3. So.
Which, unfortunately, I am going to have to ditch you for.
That's okay.
But
I appreciate you joining. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Casting in the next.
Thank you. If anyone in the chat wants to join in on this cast, I'm in the Beer League casting station, so feel free to join anytime that you'd like. or not. Teams do have some casting requirements, so if you want, you can join. All right, we'll get Nunya in here. Awesome. All right, who's gonna take? Okay. You're good. So we got plenty of time because we're gonna have draft prep, then we're gonna have draft 2.0.
You need a caster?
Ooh, sure. If you want to be here, Eric, go for it.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
yes.
you're good.
I am Eric. Yes.
Oh, right, you're not Eric. Oh no, is this? I see an H, so I'm gonna guess Hernandez.
No,
Potentially.
definitely. This is Eric.
Well, this is Eric 30 though,
Yeah, it's
not
not
Eric
30.
29, and it's not Ched Eric. So.
Oh yes, Ched Eric.
Ched
Cherik
Eric.
is what we call him.
Cherik. Good old Cherik. Oh, there's Eric in the chat now. Awkward.
Awkward. But,
Really awkward.
you know, thought you could use a caster for game 3.
Yeah, I'll take him. It's really like I casted your game earlier today, and I'm like, it's not the same with just talking to yourself and being half asleep during it. Not because your game wasn't exciting, but just because I didn't get much sleep the previous night.
I know, kids, right?
Yeah, kids. Yeah.
Gosh.
Gosh, darn it.
Silly kids.
Silly kids.
Silly rabbits.
All right, so I am doing things a little bit differently this time. I'm not sure if you heard me talking to Zesty or not. So if you have the stream up, that's going to give you all the cool stuff. But if you're just watching the Discord that I'm sharing, it's going to give you almost like a base screen, and then you'll still have the HUD of items and whatnot, and then the bar at the top.
Yeah.
But everyone on the
That's
side
easy.
will be missing. Okay. So you won't be able to see flash timers and things like that.
You could always just stream what you have in your casting software too.
That's true. I just don't know if it'd be large enough
Right, yeah.
for visual purposes, but it might be. We can be hopeful. How do you feel about your season so far with Coach Rivals? I know you guys are doing some fun stuff because reasons.
My team's not fun. My team's not fun.
Well, more so just the lane ideas for who's going where. I know you guys put a lot of thought into it. Every single series, based off matchups, based off how tired Chet is.
Yeah, he's a sleepy boy, so we're gonna put him on something that doesn't require mechanics.
He definitely fell asleep during one of our series before that whenever he was on my team. So it's fun.
Yeah. I don't know. I just show up and they're like, these are the bands, this is what you're gonna play, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then that's how I do it.
That's nice and simple.
It really takes like all the thought process out of it for me.
Yeah. That's nice.
Right.
Alright, I'm just gonna hit R. Alright, let's see. Let me go to the draft over here. Tied up 1-1. Good lord. I think this is the first series that wasn't a 2-0 sweep. No, Eric
I haven't really been keeping track of it like every time. I know we've been swept and we have sweeped, so
okay.
I don't know if that's right. It's close enough.
Yeah.
I said that we should toss a game last night, but the other team had different ideas.
That's fair. I mean, you could try to. I mean, the game number 2, like that one was kind of ridiculous.
I already put him out of my memory. Oh yeah.
The Master
Game
Yi.
Yeah.
And it's just popping off.
We did our best to throw that one.
I assume that was the one that you meant for.
Actually, I think we try our best to throw every game.
Okay.
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works,
Sometimes it
sometimes
doesn't.
okay.
Yeah. But okay. Ergot and Tree Boy.
Yeah. So same bands as last game so far. I don't know what PGT is gonna do to switch up. I don't know if there's like really one champion other than just Malzahar, just to get Sir
Mm-hmm.
Pup off of comfort since he's played every game so far this beer league season. But we'll see here if they have an answer for Malzahar or not, and they're just gonna keep with the Caitlyn. Don't want Waps to play his one trick, I guess. But he looked.
Yeah, I think they're looking for something. It's gonna be super simple in the mid lane to this kind of like easy wave clear and then impactful ult. So that's
Yeah,
gonna be nice.
yeah. But I don't know, because like Pyroan, he likes to outthink people as best as he can. The meld didn't work too well last game. I don't think it was 100% on him, but late game he was trying to make some plays that just weren't there.
Right, yeah. Well, I like this Kog'Maw. Some of these hyper like carries, Kog'Maw,
Hmm.
Twitch, and Jinx, I think those are like really powerful right now. But they already took the Lulu off, so I'm not sure. I mean, there's plenty of other, enchanters that you can pair with the Kog'Maw, but I think Lulu's gonna be the best one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lulu does pair really well, and that's obviously why it's getting banned, just because game one, what they were doing was just a little bit ridiculous. But having 3 kills on Kog'Maw at level 1 also helps out a lot.
Yeah, so
Uh,
much.
Shogath's going to get picked up. I'm not sure if it's going to go mid lane or top lane. I know Pyrone has been playing it a little bit. Hopefully BW's not listening to this, because that might give away some information. But I know Pyrone's always open to swapping stuff around. And who knows? He might even be going in the jungle this game,
Right.
because that's what he does. Um, I
Good
think,
old role swapping.
yeah. I mean, he also just plays Phil in his ranked games, so
Yeah.
there's that.
That's what I do. I'd be playing
Yeah.
Phil right now, but my team told me to stop.
I can't play Phil because anytime I do, even if I'm a party of 5 people where we're all Phil, I'll get jungle, and
Every time,
it's
right?
yeah, it's not going to go well. Is Seraphine going to be the pairing with Kog'Maw?
Yeah, that's not as good, but I think it'll be fine here.
Yeah. I don't know. I think seeing BW's comp, something like Milio might not be bad. I don't know if the Milio ult stops the suppress from Malzahar or not,
It does
but
not.
like does not.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Wait,
Only QSS.
who's in here? Is
Does,
this
and
Will? Is
other
this Nanya?
cleanses. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to
This is Bunny.
bump you up just a wee little bit. So I think you're still half asleep, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna get Xerath and Jinx ban on the side of PGT, so BW is gonna have to think of something a little bit different in this bot lane duo. BW really isn't thinking that Shogath's going mid lane, so they're not listening to the stream. But I think Pyro might actually play this mid.
I think they're kind of missing some engage, so they'll probably get something like I don't know, maybe like a Jarvan in the jungle.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that, especially just line people up and then Seraphine up, but they're going to do Trundle 3 games in a row for 8 p.m.
I like the Trundle a little bit more this game since they have Seraphine and they kind of just want to have a beefy front line now, and taking away some of those stats from the Ornn or the Sedge is a lot better this time
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
since they're not just completely outranged so far.
I think it just could be tough with Sejuani and Ornn. Only Seraphine's going to be able to control any space for the Kog'Maw. And now a Rakan is just like, it's very easy to get onto like your backline here.
Yeah, Smolder Rakan coming through. Rakan's not locked in just yet. Not sure what they would potentially switch it to, and they're not going to. Malphite gonna get locked in.
That's okay. Yeah, that's what that's
That's
what I was
some
saying that they were
engage.
missing, like some of that hard engage and something that's not gonna get easily punished by Malzahar. I just don't know if
It's a
I mean
little
he's
weird.
gonna do AP Malphite and just blow up maybe Malzahar or Smolder and just not deal with it. I think that'll be his job.
Yeah, I I don't know if he's gonna go AP or not though.
I think he has to.
I
I'm
think
assuming this
Malphite's a
is gonna
little
go.
scary.
I think this might be Pyro and mid Malphite.
No, I'm gonna say Muffin Man Malphite. I I don't know. Just I was playing with them a few weeks ago, and Pyron was Shogath mid, and I took a kill from him, and he made sure that I shouldn't take kills from Shogath mid. So I haven't done it
Or
since.
just any mid.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Just stops playing with him.
in seasons prior, because I play with Pyron
Uh-huh.
from time to time. He's a big fan of taking my kills mid, taking my CS mid. But I also don't mind it because he's Pyron. But that's just me. If you guys want to look at the stream, I have the super duper fancy stuff going on there, but there's no need for that. I actually have to swap the team sides in here.
Oh, on the stream.
On the
Oh,
stream, yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. Like it looks nice, but it also goes by much quicker than the draft lull because all of these are already in place. So you don't always get to see all of the stats that pop up.
Yeah, they're instant.
Yeah, it's very quick drafting by these two teams. You'd love to see it.
It's almost like it's blind pick. Everyone just selects their champion. It's just like, let's go. Let's play this game.
Yeah. I think finals for beer league should be blind pick. Just make it ridiculous. Everyone can play whatever you want. Don't worry about bans, just be better.
Didn't they used to do that in LCK? It was like game 5 was always blind pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Which
season
that's
2,
pretty
I think.
insane.
Season 1, season 2, it was like that.
Yeah.
Which I think is like, it's a neat little mechanic. But now it's just transformed into like Fearless, and it's just, let's go crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I do like the idea of Fearless. Looking like Pyroan on the Shogath in the mid lane. And Klein, he's also lined up number 3 as well, so should be Pyroan there. He could always, trade the pick, I suppose. After you're done drafting,
really?
like, it's still allowed. I know on his team we've done that in the past. I think as long as you do it before 30 seconds, you're good. But I don't know who's taking game number 3. Who's taking the series? PGT or Barren Wasteland?
I'm honestly liking Barren Wasteland here. I think PGT has a lot more control, but I think just the draft goes to BW.
Nunya?
And then if they win, we could just call them B-dubs.
It's true.
I think it's pretty close, honestly. I like PGT's comp until the Malphite. Like, I know they needed hard engage, but it just seems so out of place. There's not that much physical damage coming from Barren Wasteland, so like a tank Malphite doesn't do a whole lot here. It's just a threat to Smolder, since Malzar's gonna have his shield anyway, and there's not very easy ways to poke it off.
Yeah.
So
I
don't know.
Yeah,
Before
I think
that, I
it's
would
harder
have
to
leaned
execute.
PGT.
Yeah.
But
I think they just had to go to AP Malphite, which I know you're saying like he's not going to do. But Cho'Gath is going to soak up a lot. Trundle can kind of just if it's Ornn or Sejuani that goes in, Trundle can kind of just like take one of them out, and Kog'Maw just blows up that one, and then you can kind of just peel back. But I'm just worried if they don't execute and Malphite doesn't get that kill on Smolder, or anybody, like somebody has to kill the Smolder, then it's just like Smolder just takes care of your Cho'Gath and your Malphite one by one, and your entire team just dies.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that wouldn't be ideal for PGT, of course. But I don't know. It's going to be an interesting game. I'm assuming BW is not going to want to 5-stack fight like they did in game 1 and potentially just be behind from the very start, because that didn't go well, especially with the Kog'Maw already. But who knows? I mean, if the game does go late, BW should be winning it with Ornn items, with Smolder. You know, Rakan being great engage, great disengage as well. He can really just get the ball rolling.
Game's definitely gonna be a slow game. Both teams just kind of want to AFK farm the first like 20 minutes.
Yeah. So I mean,
Till this Kog'Maw gets like 2-3 items, Smolder gets his 225 stack threshold, and then after that I'm expecting some pretty explosive fights, but we'll see.
yeah. I don't know. Chat? No one in chat has said anything about who's going to be winning this one. So I don't know. So chat has fallen asleep, which is good for me.
I think all the chat just joined the cast.
That is true. Lost one caster, picked up 2. Usually we only have 3 casters for finals. But we'll rock with it for right now.
I mean, if you want to bump it down,
No.
say the word.
I mean, I can also
take
just
care.
go silent because this is my 5th game today
You gotta take a
casting.
nap.
No, it's 10:20. It's bedtime.
Oh my.
I need to go see your cast of our games.
No, we don't. Wait, why is this not? Oh no, this didn't refresh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. All right. Well, we're gonna be watching on here then.
All right. This still
Cringe
looks great.
Default UI.
I know.
Cringe.
It's gross.
Oh, they're already looking here for this invade.
Oh,
They-
Cassio's
They've
sleeping.
already walked in full vision. Yeah, this is not good. Oh,
Seraphine didn't start root.
No.
That kind of
A
is
little
rough.
weird.
Where did Pyro start? He started his rupture, yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to hold off. But I mean, they got the flash already. So
Yeah, the flash and an E start. So Malphite has no items and Comet. So I wonder if he's gonna notice that.
Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
Oh, he's talking. He's just hasn't
Maybe
realized.
it's-
So no items.
Maybe it's the strat. Maybe he saves his gold so he can get his first item sooner.
Hmm.
Gonna be a BF sword.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna turn off some of these side guys just because I do have.
You got it working?
I got it working.
Okay.
For some reason, I can't get the Baron power play off though, and it's already given BW an extra victory.
So
Oh,
I don't
see.
think there's a Gale Force Kiana in this game though.
Oh no, we suck again. See if I do this.
Yeah, all the stats are still there.
Still off. All
It's
right.
close. It's a close
Alright,
game. This
Let
first
me
20
let
minutes.
me go to here then.
Just keep working it. This is fine. I mean, like you said, there's nothing really to
Oh, wait.
do for the first 20 minutes of this
Yeah.
game.
While this is going on, I'm gonna be looking.
Yeah, Pyroan playing pretty aggressively here, trying to take. Oh, he was really close to taking almost that entire camp. Oh, if I was Lord Wrath, I'd be so frustrated if he had done that. Luckily, it was just a second too early.
He didn't finish the camp, so I'm pretty sure on his second go around it's gonna actually spawn late, which could actually hurt him a lot, but probably won't matter too much. But that is annoying that he lost most of that camp.
Actually, no, I don't think he lost any of it.
Oh, did he
Pyroan
not?
didn't. Yeah, Pyroan didn't take it. It was just a moment too soon. He was
Okay.
very close with that rupture, though. Dude, that's a pretty good look there. Only
Nice
getting a
little
couple
trade.
stacks right there. Wait, I
Wait,
missed
is-
it, but Malphite recalled and teleported back to top lane with his boots. He needed the extra gold to get those boots. That's what he was waiting
Yep.
for this entire time.
That's that tempo start.
Pyroan doing a lot of work to track Lord Wrath through the jungle. Being really active.
He did
Did-
force out the second smite, so now Sejuani's just gonna run to the bot crab, but he's gonna be contested, so
Yeah, this is really good map play coming out from PGT.
they're gonna engage onto the
Okay,
Seraphine.
yeah, they had no pressure from the top side. They didn't want to keep going, but Empirical trying to get this big trade. Lord Wrath gets that stun out. Empirical big flash over the wall, does barely make it. He is going to burn down a little bit, but he's okay. Both flashes burned from the PGT bot lane.
Kog'Maw trying to get a little bit too much back. I get the idea, just like wanted to trade back a bit and maybe buy time for the Trundle to get there, but Trundle was just way too far at that point, so
Yeah,
just forced to
he
flash
actually,
away.
they drew the attention. This is going to be a flash away from Muffin Man in the top side, but he drew the attention down. And if you see, PGT was able to get that second crab, so Lord Wrath does miss out on that. Okay, here comes APM. Empirical getting a big trade on Waps. APM gonna chase him down, flashes down, and he's gonna go down for first blood. Lord Wrath now, he's gone out too far. Empirical does not take that Catalyst Tau. It's going to be the one to take that away. And that's gonna be 2 kills. Feat of Warfare, just one more, and then PGT gets it.
It looked like the Smolder was about to get out, but Sejuani was going into the backline actually, and so it was too far to actually get the stun off onto the Trundle, which might have bought a little bit of space for the Smolder to go away, but
Really good
Either
start
way.
here from PGT too. Like I said, Pyroan doing a lot of work to track Lord Wrath, and I think that's been really beneficial to this bot lane. In that trade, getting that Scuttle Crab. They burned the flash earlier, but I think they're feeling a lot more comfortable having a couple kills in their pocket.
yeah, and even with all this jungle tracking and maybe missing out on a little bit of CS, he's actually got himself a pretty nice CS lead early, so doesn't seem
Yeah,
to be
and
hurting him too much.
both of them you can see have already burned their teleports to get back to lane. But Serpot, oh, almost getting caught by that rupture there. Trying to trade back, but already Pyroan has way too much health.
I don't know. I was hoping Pyro would try to move up to the grubs and just use his ult to help secure one, but
Actually, he's
Yeah.
coming out now to help secure some of these kills, but the only one is here as well. This is going to be a
He
2v4.
might
Here
just get
comes the
ulted.
Orn Horn, and that's going to be the big ult and the knockup at the other end. Serpo gets that kill on Pyroan. Still a grub to grab that the roam up from the only one. Really important here.
Maybe a little bit too early to be contesting. They don't really have a lot going for them this early on with just a level 6 Malphite and Cho'Gath. They don't have a ton of damage, mostly just burst onto one target, but a little bit too spread out for that fight.
That was a good trade from Castro. Muffin Man has to recall here. He doesn't have TP to get back, so he doesn't want to leave just yet.
Doesn't have TB, but he does have 960 gold to hopefully buy something with, and gets the Bomby Cinders, not more boots. So that's always nice to see. But he won't be going the AP Malphite like you were hoping for, Hernandez.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be, like I said during draft. I think that's gonna be really tough for PGT. We'll see how they play it out. Pyroan doing a lot of work though. You can see he's got those Raptors warded on the map.
Yeah.
So they're gonna always keep track of Lord Wrath as he moves through the jungle.
And as we're saying that, like, BW has vision on the Trundle as well. So both junglers, like both teams, getting really good wards down to help keep track of the enemy jungler. BW's trying to contest this crab.
Yeah, they had no reason to be contesting that crab. It's not going to go well for them. He's already there first, and no pressure in the mid lane. Surpup just does no damage to Pyroan. Pyroan is in kill range. We're going to have to watch him because he's got flash available, and the ulti is just a few seconds up. Yeah, here's the ult. Keep it watching this mid lane, though. We got an engage in the bot lane. Ooh, big ult coming out from the Seraphine. Empirical trying to just get this free damage down, just chasing Waps down the entire way. He has the flash available, and there comes the snipe from downtown. The only one alive, and Lord Wrath coming in too late, but this could go further. No, APM just says good job bot lane and walks his way out. And is that 1 or 2 plates in the mid lane going over to Pyroan? 2 plates.
It's 2 plates.
Flash.
Yeah, that is a flash coming out, but Lord Wrath has not been hitting his ults on Sejuani as of late. But a flash is a flash. Trade that for an ult any day. Is Pyro going to complete his Rod of Ages on this recall? I think with 1400 gold he should be able to.
I don't think he'd recall if he couldn't.
It's
like
true.
950 or something.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
And he's got potentially boots if he wanted them. Or a Dark Seal.
Ooh, going for the Dark Seal. Kinda like it.
I don't hate it. Like, he hasn't been struggling mid lane at all. He's been doing fine and getting the damage down onto Surpup.
And if he can stack it, Cho'Gath has really good AP ratios, so it's a decent investment.
Grubs and dragons spawning at the exact same time.
Did they steal? Yeah, they did not steal a grub earlier.
No, instead
They just gave up some of their lives.
Pyro just, gave up his life for it. BW, they're always going to roll lane swap. Get their bot lane to mid, and PGT finally picks up on that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, these grubs are ours. And
But Malzahar, he still has TP available. He's just going to be free hitting this. They're deciding not to even contest it, so those 3 people at the grubs, so they're just losing a lot more. Because they're going to lose the Drake. Kog'Maw's going over there to check it.
Yeah, I don't love what PGT are doing here. I get, like, the 5-man for grubs is whatever, but I think they should have just TP'd Pyroan down, because giving up 2 plates for these grubs I don't think is worth it.
Yeah, and they're losing the Drake as well. So really good math movement from BW and not well matched from PGT. Playing a little bit too aggressively from what they've seen in the past games. Empirical though, he is alone. This comes out. Here comes Mom roaring through, and Surpup is gonna get the kill. Catalyst Talc get a big shutdown. Pyroan is here to do the damage. He's gonna get the chase down on 1. There goes only 1, and then. Yep, Lord Wrath looks like he's about to fall too. He does not have Feast available. Flash, though, from Lord Wrath to get away from that rupture, and that is going to be 2 for 1.
They layered their CC really well in that dive. Just Malzahar started tanking and just took too much damage, so the Encore was able to secure it. But now a counter dive from PGT, taking out the Sejuani.
But there comes the teleport through. Malzahar is going to be coming through now to join his friend. And only one is going to get here as well at the same time. And Serpup is going to get a huge shutdown. That is going to be really important for BW. They're going to get this chase down from Catalyst Tau. He's not able to get through the
No.
Hex Gate.
Good flash,
The
though.
flash away from the knockup. And Empirical is going to escort him out. So I thought they had him dead to rights, but Catalyst Tau is able to get away. Nobody wanted to commit any more flashes there. Serpup just glides on back to the mid lane.
And one thing to note is Waps on the Smolder actually got the shutdown there on Pyrones, so it's going to help get that dragon going a little bit faster.
Yeah, and actually Seraphine collected 2 shutdowns in the other direction. So the gold not going where PGT wanted to go, and BW getting it on a very important carry for them.
Smolder's sitting around 88 stacks right now. So I don't think that's horrible for 13 minutes. It's not where, you know, you want to be up a little bit higher, but it's not bad. Name of the game is just scale, and I think he's going to do a great job of that. Pyrone's moved in the top lane.
Yeah, he's just so tanky, not taking any damage, not even from the turrets. He's going to get a demolish stack here, so that's going to be another plate going to him. Maybe getting
Asher
2?
does
No,
need to be
it's
careful.
close. Oh, he wanted that
But-
extra one. But now he's getting stuck
Never
here. This
mind.
actually might be a big fight in the top lane going over to the Ornn, but now in the mid lane, Serpup is... No, he's not going down. He's going to flash away from the Kog'Maw. He might go down to the Kog'Maw. No, he gets away barely on single-digit HP. Catalyst Tau now getting underneath the turret. And that is going to be a successful pick on Empirical in the mid lane. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Pyroan was able to get away somehow.
Yeah, I don't really know what all of that fighting was for. No objectives up for 2 more minutes. So I don't know. Otacon is going to be ruinous. So apparently there was enough fighting already between the 2 teams,
Just enough.
even though we only have 10 total kills. But it does take just fighting in there, and I know Pyron was fighting Malzahar a bunch in the mid lane.
Okay, here comes the Orange Horn. He's going to chase him out. The knockup and the brittle stacks as he sends him back to the fountain. Castro says, no, sir, get out of my lane.
Yeah, Pyroan just a little bit overconfident there, thinking that he would just get the Ornn down low and then ult, but getting caught off guard by the Ornn burst with the ult was not on his bingo card.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
They had a 1,500 gold lead, but it does not feel like it. I feel like BW is doing a lot right now to collect a lot of this freestanding gold on the map.
Malphite ult coming through right after the teleport, but Kasha already took down the turrets, so unfortunately a wasted ult by Muffin Man. Especially with
Got
Dragon
this Herald
spawning
coming up.
and
They're
Herald.
positioning for it, but they don't have Malphite R, so it's gonna be kind of hard to engage.
Okay,
Although,
no, here comes He might be
meanwhile on the
getting
other side,
Oh no, Pyro is
So remember where we said Pyron was thinking, you know, a little bit too much of himself? I think he thought the right amount right there.
No, he's
Bolt's
just gonna
available
start
for the
pushing
only one
bot.
and Lord Wrath, so they might look for an opportune pick on Empirical. Yep, and just short on the Seraphine, and now they're getting collapsed on. Serpup is trying to push up now. Lord Wrath chasing 8 PM into the jungle, but now we have to pan down to the bottom side of the Castro. Big knock up there, and that's gonna be a huge kill. Trading kills. Kog'Maw goes down though. Waps is going to come back into the fight right here now. Only one gets knocked up. He does barely die right there underneath the turret. Triple kill going over for the Ornn. He's doing so much work. Sidestep away from the rupture. Waps is here. He's going to get this back. And yes, he thought you could kill me, but I was just trying to get back to the fountain so I can buy and get these kills in the mid lane. And Castro did a lot of work for BW and well executed fight from them.
For a second, that looked like an Ornn pentakill was about to
It-
happen, but just barely not fast enough to keep up, but that was pretty insane.
He is the mage, tank, assassin, AD carry, whatever the heck everyone says.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a little battle. Malphite does have his ultimate up and available, but
And Waps already sends out Mom, and Muffin Man is gonna go down. He's got no mana left, and Waps is just getting hit freely by this Drake. Lord Wrath trying to get this smite fight, and they may not be able to do enough damage on the other end. Empirical is still alive here with 150 HP. The knockup there, does he have enough damage? No, the only one
shielding.
doesn't get it. And
Oh
Empirical
my.
is going to just be able to get out here, and now that's going to be going Drake the other way. The team fighting just too good. Empirical positioning. He does not want to get near that
he's
dragon.
got it back up.
Miracle did so much work in that fight. He barely got out with like half a bar of health
Yeah.
twice in that fight and did so much damage that they just weren't able to get on him or get enough damage out
Nope.
on him.
Teleport coming through from Ornn. Not sure what it's gonna be for. Pyrone does have silence and knockup.
For
Oh, the flash.
Empirical.
That's that kill.
He might fall
Waps.
down. He just needs to get into range. Splashes over to get that first kill, and now that's going to be a second one that Seraphine goes down as well, and that's going to be a triple kill going over to your Smolder, exactly where you want it to go. So they trade one Drake, but they also get 3 kills onto their little baby.
Yeah, that's really not what you want to see if you're on PGT. Getting this Smolder 3 more kills and then more stacks even on that. I'm sure he's probably close to getting that execute. Maybe 170 at this point. but-
He's 143.
140. Okay, not as
Yeah.
much as I thought, but still.
Not as close. Up to
The
147.
longer this game goes, the scarier it is for PGT, though. So
Right. Pyrone did pick up
Already
a
6 and
Heartsteel
4.
second item. Just to get the extra tankiness.
Yeah, but you're just going to get kited around the entire time. It's easy to get away from a single rupture if you're Smolder.
It's true, but you have the Rupture, the Artillery from Kog'Maw, Malphite ults. I don't know. You only got one flight.
One
Yeah.
flight and one flash.
I'm a bit disappointed that Pyron's not going my patented Cho'Gath build with Trinity Force Riftmaker, but
There's still time.
that build's a little bit advanced.
Oh.
Maybe he just doesn't understand
There's
it yet.
Big boy Pyro and he's going down.
Okay.
He's already
They
at
are gonna get
4,000
the Drake,
HP.
The fight is going to come out, and
Huge
yes, they're
Arnold.
going to get Lord Wrath. And
Oh
that's gonna
my-
be a huge knockout from Castro in the back line. But no, the Smolder goes down. Empirical is still alive now, so they want to get out. BW trying to pull back. They just want to save this wave, and that's going to be another knockup. But the double charm comes out. Serpup now down to 500 HP, trying to deal out as much damage as he can. 8 PM, the chomp on the only one, and this is a bloody fight, but the spoils going over to PGT.
Asher is doing so much in these fights. He had a 4-man Ornal into a 4-man knockup after with his E, but it just doesn't matter. They're just so the fights just feel so one-sided, but he's keeping it close either way.
All I want to say is WAP died to a Rupture. So you can say all you want about Pyro not being able to get in there, but if WAPS isn't positioning himself correctly and like distancing himself from everyone else, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to avoid that. But we're gonna, why not have another fight right now? Ornn's ult is almost up. Cho'Gath has his ultimate available. Trundle already popped his
Yeah, they're
ultimate.
checking it now. Mom gets called in.
Malphite's on the
9,000
side with an
HP.
ultimate.
Shogun's come through now, but he is very weak from Otacon. Muffin Man off on the side. Only one is going to engage, and that's going to be a couple stuns. Now, watch Waps. He's going to get chased down by Pyroan. Yes, he is not able to get away. The knockup from the only one, and Pyroan does get the chomp on the little dragon. Lord Wrath isn't able to do anything on the top side. He's going to go down as well. The only one is the only one alive. Pyroan's going to get the chase down. And yes, this is going to be the silence and the rupture and the ace, a clean ace going over to PGT, and they're flipping this game on its head.
I don't know why we doubted the tank, Cho'Gath, but
We really should have just been doubting the Smolder.
Yeah, I mean, so there's still time left. Smolder's at 170 stacks, just 55 to go if my math is correct. It's usually not. Um, so I mean, there's always a chance that he can make a comeback, but they're just not giving him any room to breathe. Like Pyrone's walking in on the Shogath and just knocking him up and saying the game's over. Like, I'm not gonna let you play, and that's all Pyrone really has to do.
Yeah, Lord Wrath
Kog'Maw.
and Castro actually ended up in the back line. And then it was just easy pickings for Empirical because, I mean, those two aren't really going to get a kill on Kog'Maw. And the entire time, this Cho'Gath is just walking closer and closer to Smolder the entire fight. And it's just like, okay, I guess I get to kill Smolder for free. And then it's just one fight for PGT.
Kog'Maw picking up the Rage Blade now for his second item. So if he wasn't strong already, which from what I've seen
Here
he's been
comes the
doing a lot.
engage.
But
I think they don't like this look, though. They do get the
Oh,
TP
no.
up from Pyroan.
Oh no, Sir Pup.
Oh my god, Pyroan is so fast. This is so
Oh,
scary.
great pillar coming
Oh
in
my
from
god.
APM.
And Sir Pup is just
Nowhere to
going
go.
to go down in the dirt.
How much health does Pyrone have? 5,700. 24 minutes. That's cool.
a little bit weird they're not giving Cho'Gath the ult stack on the Drake, but maybe they want to save it so that way they can look for another pick, I guess.
I mean, he ate something else right there.
I think it was just a minion.
Okay. I mean, maybe he's just like, all right, I just want to finish up these 6.
Yeah, maybe. He's kind of by himself now in a 1v3, almost a 1v4, Khan coming in.
Waps in the area. He's
Yeah,
getting his
it's
stacks.
just gonna take.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna take a while.
They're
but he's
trying to
gonna
give
get
the
there.
kill over too, but was
He
that
wait
the
this
right
entire
idea?
time. Oh no, PGT pushing the mid lane this entire time, and their base is falling to Empirical at 8 p.m.
Oh, my lanterns. Are these low elo teams or something? They are the highest of elo that we could find with under a salary cap restriction. No one gets paid, but you can imagine if we were, we'd have a lot better turnout probably. But no, this is all varying elos all the way. I think the lowest this season is silver, potentially bronze, all the way up to diamond and masters.
Empirical just gonna die.
Pure's gonna die. Only one taking him down.
8 p.m. also going to die, so that's going to be 2. That's probably going to be Baron. They're fighting for vision alone.
It could be Baron, but Pyrone is around. Muffin Man is around with an ultimate. Seraphine still has her ultimate.
Oh, and the ultimate from the Seraphine actually whiffs. Watch Waps in the back. He has free hitting. Muffin Man is not able to get onto him, but the Rupture does catch the only one. And Waps trying to get as much space as he can from Pyro, and Castro doing all the peeling that he can. Waps, watch out, you're gonna get eaten, buddy. No, Lord Wrath is the one who gets eaten on the back end. Catalyst Tau, not a lot of HP. Castro just peeling, doing everything, dealing all the damage that he can. He might be able to get a kill. Catalyst Tau trying to chase Waps on the underside of the game.
Oh,
Only one pushing the mid lane, and I think he might be able to get out here. Yes, Pyroan's still alive. Castro did everything he could, perfectly peeling.
Castro's doing
now
too
he's
much
stayed
here,
around
though.
Too long. Empirical is going to start this chase down. Castro does have the escape mechanism, and now 8 p.m. and Empirical full health are going to start hitting this Baron.
all right. Smolder is in execute range now, though. He is a full champion, but unfortunately, Pyro is a fuller champion. I think his ultimate is killing champions at 1,700 health.
Oh wait, watch Muffin Man. He has ulti. He's going to chase him down. Muffin Man is going to get the big kill on Waps, and that is going to fall as well as the Baron. And that is going to help this push coming out from PGT.
Yeah, so... Sorry, go ahead, Nunya.
I was just saying now an 8k gold lead for PGT with this Baron buff. They're probably just gonna start grouping around either top or bot now and just siege, but they might also just look to end the game pretty soon because they are still on a timer with this smolder, I would say, but not as serious of one anymore because he's just kind of been getting run down in these fights.
Right, and I mean Hexel is up in a minute as well. So if you can add extra slows onto the Smolder, who still can't even get away from anything, he's honestly one rupture and a feast away from dying every fight. So that's really scary if you're WAPs. Like, not only do I have to deal damage, but I have to look at my feet to see where the rupture is going off, and no one can really protect me.
Yeah, so you know how they traded before the Baron fight? I thought Waps actually recalled and went to base, but he just sat in mid lane the entire time, and that's why he only had like 20% HP.
Yeah, he was clearing
So,
out the
when Muffin
supers.
Man, yeah, when Muffin Man engaged on him, it was like pretty straightforward kill.
Alright, here should be the final fight. Dragon spawn in 23 seconds.
Hey, Scary Bush versus Scary Bush. Who's gonna win?
Alright, 1800 health is the feast threshold number. Meanwhile, Smolder, I forget what his passive is, but it's much lower than 1800 health.
PGT is looking to get some control over this Drake. Only one, actually, I like this position. He's gonna roll through.
Empirical's laying all the damage on Castro, though.
Okay, so Wabs is always going to be able to get away here. The pick is going to go over onto Muffin Man. The red team is going to get the Drake. In the meantime, Castro does line them up, and Empirical's actually going to fall, but Wabs is full health. And that is going to be a huge suppression on Pyroan, flashing forward, not able to get the feast. And APM is falling, and a quadra kill going over for Waps. As that entire time, Castro engaged and took on 4 players. And that is a huge fight going over to BW.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to get at least this inhib tower, maybe even more, but I don't think they can get much more. So there's no objectives from the take, but there is jungle camps. That's a huge swing, and this smolder is massive now.
Yeah, because it went.
Yeah, as long as he stays alive.
It went from 8k to 2k difference in a matter of a minute.
Yeah.
All right, so you see Waps' health bar right here? That's all the damage that Muffin Man did to him. With his ult. That's it.
And Pyroan can kill him right there. Sitting at 90%, 80% health. Like, tanks are cool. I really love tanks. Like, he's gonna... he and Ornn are dealing the most damage this game, I feel like.
Oh yeah, it really feels like Castro's putting out a ton of damage this game.
And like, I'm sure Empirical is throwing in his damage as well, but we just see how big Pyroan is. And it's really him against Castro to see who can keep their team alive. And I mean, this is game 3. It's the Bourbon Bowl.
It feels like they're not really playing around this Kog'Maw. It feels like they're kind of just leaving him on his own half these fights. Like last fight, he was just 1v1 with Ornn the entire time.
I did
and
notice
then eventually they started trying to help him, but it was way too late.
I feel like APM really just has to hang back and peel and wait for Ornn to engage on Empirical, and then you just ult him, and then Empirical can just tear him up.
Yeah. And I've been talking about the Smolder timer, but also this Ornn's giving out Ornn items.
Right.
And he's only 1 level off his last one.
Oh, and just going to the Sejuani.
Huge deal for scaling.
Oh.
Okay.
Now, one thing though that we didn't mention is PGT does have the Hex Tech Soul in their pocket now. So if you get tagged with something, that's going to be a lot. Muffin Man. Oh no, Castro!
Okay, he does get a knock-up here, and this is going to be a pick on Malphite, so no Malphite, and this entire time Lord Wrath is in the back line. That's going to be a big engaged double knockout going over for the only one. Pyroan does get him on the back end. Now Waps is still just free hitting. Him and Empirical are still alive. So this fight is still not over. Serpup is
that
holding the
healing.
ult. Doesn't actually have it up though. And here comes PGT. I don't think they have enough to finish here though.
I don't know, because Pyroan can take a bunch of turret shots, and he's going to get healing from Unending Despair, but Baron is up in 20 seconds. Not sure if they're going to try and push bot, it looks like. Waps at 319 stacks, not that it matters. Pyroan's all
I'm just trying to watch
1900
positioning here, and there goes Serpup on the other side. Now Castro falling very low.
Oh,
Waps
this should be.
sends in Mom. Pyroan is going to get the kill, and also Empirical on the other side does fall to Lord Wrath.
Teleport coming in from the Malphite as well. So that's going to be used. Baron is up and available. They do have Waps, they do have Lord Wrath, they do have only one. Malphite and Chondo both have ult though. So push out at least one mid wave, possibly two. Looks like just one, then rip the Baron. I don't think Trundle has vision on it though, but he can see that they are walking into the area. Trundle using the pillar for vision, I guess.
I don't think the pillar gives vision. I don't
Okay.
know. It might, but
I think it does.
Might have put vision on the Baron, at least. But they're gonna turn here
Oh,
and
no,
just
that's
take
gonna
out
be a big
APM.
charm, and he is just gonna go down to Waps.
that is just a free Baron now. Over two. Is this
Free
BW?
Baron and the kill.
Yeah, for BW.
Yeah, this is BW.
For Baron Wasteland.
Yeah, I think they can just kind of reset and just march mid now.
So was it like 7 minutes ago where they had an 8k gold deficit? Now they're down by 200 gold.
Yeah. And Smolder just now got his final item with the rapid fire cannon, which is massive for him. He's gonna be able to stay so far away from this Cho'Gath, from this Malphite, and just keep spamming Qs every time it's up.
All right, Elder
And
Dragon.
all these Ornn items too. Every single one is upgraded now.
Everyone
Does
has.
Sejuani have one? I don't think they've upgraded Sejuani.
Sejuani
But it's
does
hard to
not
tell.
seem to be upgraded now.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah.
So they have one available. I
Alright.
think they just haven't
Sejuani
had
is
the time to.
the least important one that I have to get.
Yeah.
Muffin Man getting
Actually,
caught
this is
out
gonna be
here.
a really good catch. Muffin Man, he's
Ult's
going to get the
in.
knockup, but doesn't do enough damage. And here comes the Ornn Horn coming through. That's going to be a 3-man knockup, and Waps is just free firing. Does get caught by the rupture, but is just able to walk it out. That's going to be some damage going on to him, but this is probably just going to be Elder in the game going over to BW.
Now Trundle's doing a really good job of cutting the waves, making sure BW won't really have anything to play on.
Yeah, but Waps is just hitting the Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Serpup's pushing the bot lane.
Yeah,
How
so
much-
they wanted to save this wave as high as possible.
Yeah. But we've
Oh,
got.
wait, no, they're just gonna push it
wave
through the
here.
bot wave.
There is a mid open Nexus as well. Sorry for jumping around so much. I'll go back to direct camera.
Good on APM to catch that wave, because I think if he didn't catch that wave, they actually could have just ran mid and ended the game
Yeah.
instead of taking this Elder. So that was good from him.
Alright, let's
Is-
see.
Buys them at
is
least a
Waps on
little
full
bit of
build?
time.
Shogath,
Yes.
8,200 health for those asking in chat.
It didn't help him much there.
No, did not.
Oh, he even sold his boots for Guardian Angel, so even if they get onto him now, he's not completely dead.
Yeah, so hopefully someone in your on the side of PGT is realizing like, hey, he's got GA. So Pyro maybe don't feast him, or even do just to pop that GA. Serpup could be caught out
He's
here, but
actually gonna
he
get caught here by
has
APM.
he's got the Elder. APM
It
doesn't care.
matter.
Doesn't even matter.
Oh, that was very close.
Pyro's trying to do something sneaky, but It's not sneaky enough. He's going to be forced to recall. APM doing the
That's
Pat
very
Jones strat of just
unfortunate.
split pushing in the top side.
I don't know if Surpup, I mean, obviously he got caught unawares, but should have been feeling a little unsafe there. And now, yeah, APM just taking these turrets. They have to engage here, or else he's just going to win on the back end. But yes, here comes the engage. They send it out.
Waps got charmed up.
Tao is going to be getting charmed, and so the GA is going to get popped. Pyroan, watch the rupture. He's going to get instant knockup and the silence. That's going to be a huge shutdown. And yes, let's watch the bot wave. He is just whacking these turrets down. Pyroan is going to get very close to dying here. He might fall. Watch the HP. He's got 8,000 of it. That's just enough to keep him alive. The only one is going to get a kill. No, not able to get Pyroan. And
Can
this is
Castro
going to be the game.
and Surpup.
Castro and Surpup. He
And
has the
Surpup as
ulti
well.
available. And yes,
That's
it's
not
gonna
the
be
game.
Just barely.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
That is not the
Halfway
game.
through the Nexus. I cannot believe that.
We've got our bronze scrapes going nicely. 37,
fight-
37 in kills.
That fight was so weird. They engaged the Rakan kind of whiffed the engage to start, but then they were engaging so far away from Smolder he actually just couldn't even keep up. And then Cho'Gath and I think it was Seraphine. were
Seraphine
just-
hit an alt on him, yeah.
Yeah, they were just bullying him. He couldn't do anything. Even he flashed before the GA went down, and then he had no counterplay after that. But selling his GA now, going back to the boots of the Ionian boots. I think I would rather see a Sterix actually over either of those. He has a lot of bonus HP with his Shojin and Trinity Force. The shield is pretty massive, even if you don't have a ton of it. It's like 1,000 at this point if you would just have it. So,
In
like
like,
half a Cho'Gath ult.
right. Yeah, sure got the alt. How much damage? 1986, almost at 2,000 damage.
Wow. I don't think I've
Smolders,
seen a Cho'Gath ult do that much, honestly, but
3,100 health.
I just want him to Cho'Gath ult Surpup and have spell shield up and just do nothing.
I mean, I don't know what you know about Pyroan, but I don't think he's gonna do. I mean, there's always a chance
I
that
want to see it.
he
I just
misclicks.
want to see it.
We are trying to get a nice little Fnatic brush right here. Try and catch out the members of. That's as close as I can zoom in. I can't get any closer. That's sad. All right, let's
You
zoom
can
out
go first person view.
further.
Look him right in the eye.
I mean, I can do that. I don't know if now's the time.
oh boy.
Oh boy. How? Nope. Nope.
Oh, they're coming. Maybe not.
Nope. They were.
Trying to get
Yes, here
schedule
goes
one.
Castro. And no, that is going to be Waps over on the side. He's not caught up in any of this, but he's also not doing any damage.
Nope.
And Castro falls. Lord Wrath is now at 30% HP. He's going to have to fall back. Empirical is going to chase him. Pyrone's going to chase him. Muffin Man still has the ulti. No, he doesn't have the ulti. He used it there to get that catch on Castro and the only one. This is going to be the first inhibitor to fall. This Nexus turret is respawning. Both Nexus turrets are respawning, so they don't have any minions. They're going to start hitting the towers. This is such an awkward point with these towers respawning. They're trying to fight as if they had towers. Surpup is going to fall. Empirical is just free hitting, and that's going to be Lord Wrath sniped on the back end. No.
The
Now
towers
they're
are
focused on the
respawning.
turrets.
They're back.
Oh,
Waps!
is gonna blow up. Waps gets
Can he take down
but now
Empirical?
he's gonna get caught up. No, and that's gonna be it. Lord
And that's
Wrath is
GG.
gonna try to do what he can, but that is going to be PGT taking the Nexus.
Wow.
Ooh.
What a series. I'm so glad you two were here for this. I thought it's so
Yeah.
helpful.
Because now it's bedtime.
Now it's bedtime. Now it's bedtime. That actually puts us lets us know the standings for the current regular season.
Is that the last game of week?
That was
two?
the last game of week number 2.
Awesome.
So there are a few teams sitting at 2-0. We've got lock screen only, skill issue, and PGT. Coach Rav is sitting at 1-1 with HH and the Kingslayers for 4th place, I suppose, if my math is right. And then Zookeepers, Special Support Section, and Malphite are all 0-2. It's still super duper early in the regular season. I don't know. I think we have a few teams at the top and a few fighting in the middle so far. So, yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
It was, and no one has games scheduled up yet for next week, so I can't really plug any of those games here. But, you
I
know,
think we're gonna be on Saturday.
make sure you tune in for Coach Rivals against BW and
Oh,
lock
is that who we
screen
got?
only against PGT. Yeah, so great job. Join for the games that are going to be playing against. Really
Awesome.
smart strategy there. And
That's
yeah.
right. That was the plan.
Yeah, thanks for casting, guys. Good night, and make sure you fill out the form. Well, Nanya, you won't have to because I'm gonna have enough casts anyway. But Hernandez, make sure you fill out the casting form, season 11, in forms and reports in Discord.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, make sure your team gets
Okay.
credit.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Good night, everybody.
Hey.